What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, and as you know, you guys come live with me and we talk boxing together. Wait for some people to get in. This must be dead. Oh, there we go. So yes. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Today's Tuesday. I'm giving y'all a live early instead of Wednesday. Oh, God. That means my schedule is just like, I'm just trying to catch up, y'all. So we are getting a bonus. Yes, it is Tuesday. Y'all are getting a bonus live with Jasmine K. But we're going to talk boxing. We are going to talk boxing. That'll give me some time to actually get some other stuff together for tomorrow. But how's everybody? I'm going to try to keep it to an hour today. No more. There's some stuff that's going on. There is some stuff that is going on. We got some boxing news that's been broke. We have the official undercard of Crawford. That is August 3rd in LA. And it looks like we are getting Tim Tszyu and Ortiz on that card as well. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody that is joining? I cannot believe I thought today was Wednesday. I just feel like I'm in a Truman Show. How's everybody doing? What y'all want to talk about? What's up, Brandon?
Hey, yeah, that Devin fight, it was crazy. To say the least, it was crazy.
To say the least.
Yeah, it was. What you think? What you think of it? What was your? I mean, I saw some of your things. What's your outlook on the? I don't know what you call it, spectacle.
Before I start, Virgil Ortiz is who is supposed to be fighting Tim Tszyu.
So what? So he's not waiting for. He's not waiting for Fandor.
Apparently not. Mike, what's his name? Mike Copper. Mike.
Coppinger.
Yeah, he put it out there that it's in the talks to happen August 3rd, and we know that's the Crawford fight card. So.
And who would Crawford be fighting? Oh yeah, I forgot. Crawford's fighting what you call it? What's his name? I don't know. I'd rather see Crawford fight Tim. Tim Tszyu is still a skilled guy. I'd rather see Crawford fight Tim Tszyu. To me, that's the better matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely better, more exciting, but that's gonna be crazy. We getting Terrence Crawford, Benavidez, and Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu on the same card.
Is it being Queensberry and Matchroom's card? So that's a good one too.
No, it's not. It's not Matchroom. It's
No, I'm saying is it beating the other. I'm saying is it beating the other card.
Oh.
With Wilder and Ball and
No, they got some. I think it's a big American card that's happening in America, for sure. Are you kidding me? And they're taking it to LA. Like, that should be. I would rather have that in Vegas, but whatever. LA, Vegas, wherever they go, it's gonna be crazy. Crazy. Okay, Mike coming in.
Crazy cards up. Like, so which one are you? That's the one you're most excited for so far.
That's the one that's like, yeah, I would say yeah. It's fresher on my mind, but definitely I follow the guys that are on this card, majority of them more than I do on the 5-on-5 card. But those are some good matchups, but
what's going to be the sneaky matchup of the night? You think is going to be what's going to be the surprise matchup of the night? If you had to guess.
That Tim Tszyu Ortiz fight is going to be good within itself. I think we already know Benavidez is going to win. We already know Crawford's going to win. Santa Cruz is on the card as well.
We still got to see Crawford at 154 though. He going to win, but we still got to see him at 154. Like, that's still gonna be a surprise because he's coming up from what? He originally started out at what? 140, right?
Wait, what'd you ask? I was reading the
Crawford,
comment.
He started at what, 140?
Who?
135. Crawford. He was at 135 when he started, right? In his career.
Let me see. I don't know.
I think it was like 140.
I
so
actually just found out. I was doing some research. Okay, I was doing some research today. Crawford was Top Rank's first pay-per-view fight.
For real?
Mm-hmm. It was versus Amir Khan. Back in 2019, I think it was.
That was a trash fight. Yeah, he whooped him, and then Amir Khan was complaining. But he started at 135, so 154 is not a crazy jump, but it's still somewhat of a jump. So we can't put that past. We gotta see how he makes 154. You know what I'm saying? But no, he should be good. But after the Devin Haney fight, man, I'm counting my nuts different.
Yeah. The Isak Cruz. They want to know our thoughts on that versus El Rayo. Is that official or not? I don't know if
it's. What card is that on?
I feel like if it's on this card too, that's insane. I'm not sure what card it will be on. I know I've seen it circulating, but I didn't know if it was official or not. But yeah, that's gonna be a real.
Yeah, 140 is a crazy. I think 140 might be the most might be the most exciting weight class right now.
Yeah.
With all the movement.
I'm about to add a caller real quick. Not a caller, but
you might as well call it a call or something. But still, it's just like, I mean, I'm gonna say this about the Devin Haney fight, about my prediction. Like, okay, I was wrong, but in the same way, I was kind of right, low key. It was Duran versus Leonard, but the first one, like when Leonard was out of his bag fighting a fight that he didn't belong fighting, and he kind of underestimated Roberto Duran. The same thing I feel like with Haney. He's gonna get his comeuppance. Don't get it twisted. Like,
yeah, it was definitely flashback to that Leonard Duran fight in the sense of Duran punked him into fighting his fight, like right in front of him, not using his movement, not using his feet, not using the ring, the things that are really good for him, using the jab, working off the jab. I definitely feel like, part of me feels like, yeah, Haney fell into it, but the other part of me feels like, I don't know, like he just wasn't expecting. Like it just seemed as though he was not expecting for Ryan to be the fighter that he was. Like, I know that whole thing before the press conference, the final press conference, was Ryan was taunting him, telling him to meet him in the center of the ring, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." He's like, "Dude, like you're stupid if you're gonna do that." I really feel like, I don't know, like he just didn't expect to get the fight that he got. But after the second round, I felt like, okay, he bounced back. He bounced back. He was boxing better, moving better. I thought the left hand was the biggest weapon that he had the entire night. And I feel like he was using it, but a part of me feels like he didn't realize how much it was working, and he wasn't using it often. Like I'd have been shooting the left hand until he stopped it. Okay, you felt his power. You said what? You said what?
Do you think he was still stunned from Ryan's power?
That's what I was gonna say. Okay, you felt his power. You know the power is real. Okay, you see that you are connecting with this, and from a little bit, he's being able to keep him at bay. He was being able to keep him at bay by boxing him and using the left hand. I would have just, like I said, make me take it away. Okay, you're not landing as much as you're not landing as flesh as what he was before that did stun him. I don't know. I freaking don't know. People are saying like, he lost his legs and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, all the credit to Ryan though. All the credit.
Yeah, all the credit to him. I mean, like Ryan. It's crazy because like he won, but it's like he didn't win the belt. So it's like, is he really better than? I mean, yeah. it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he won, but he came in overweight. It's like, it's just so, yeah, I give him the credit. Don't get me wrong. It's like, damn, I really do think. I think this is a good loss for Devin. It's gonna not to say because he's already a humble person, but I think it's gonna make him go to the drawing board and come back better. Because after Leonard lost to after he lost to Durant, that changed the way he fought. Because he wouldn't have been able to go toe to toe with what's his name Hearns the way he did, because he already been in a punch out draw. Like, and it's like, I feel like the fact that Haney was able to take that punishment, like, it's gonna make him better for when he fights Tank. And if he ever does fight Tank, he'll be better suited to.
Yeah, for sure. Max said Haney got exposed. Eventually, you're going to need some power to keep those heavier guys from walking through your punches. Definitely agree. I think we already, knew that, but the way that he boxed and he controlled the distance versus Regis, like, I was expecting for him to be able to do that. And I mean, we know Haney comes into a fight like super conditioned. So for 12 rounds, I was expecting, if there's any guy that I'm willing to like bet the money that they can, stick to the full game plan all 12 rounds, I think Haney is that guy. But again, they always say everybody got a plan until they get hit. He hasn't, faced any power like what he faced with Ryan. So there's that. I definitely feel like he gets better from here though, because now it's like, okay, I went up against the hardest hitting, second hardest hitting puncher in the division. Ahead of Matias, behind Matias, we don't know. So I feel like, now it's like, okay, I've been hit with it before. Now I got to figure out how to, one, defend it. He should know how to defend it after the Loma fight, the left hook, but it's neither here or there.
I guess with Loma, he was able to bully Loma a little bit more, and that's another thing too. He wasn't really able to bully Ryan as much, and I feel like Haney's punch output wasn't as high as it usually is, and probably because of the punishment. Like, and I feel like the fact that he didn't like with one thing that Tank did so well is he was able to pin Ryan's guard, and he was able to be so busy, not necessarily busy, but he's able to swarm him so Ryan's power can't really get off the way he needs to get off, and he's not able to throw as much. I just feel like, like someone said it best, Tank was way better at neutralizing Ryan than Devin was, for sure.
Yeah, and
Tank's skills.
Tank has, one, the power to trade. Two, he has his counter punching is like amazing. So in comparison to Devin Haney, I think those two things are significant things that helped Tank in that fight versus Garcia the first time they faced off. If they face off again, I'm interested to see like what that really is going to look like, because Tank is still a small guy. And I think if Ryan is if there's no rehydration clause, if there's a catch weight, like Ryan's going to be, I think he's going to have an advantage, but I still think Tank's going to beat him, because Tank, I give, in this scenario, even with the weight difference, he's already felt the power of Garcia. Okay, Garcia has more power when he's at his full weight and he's fully hydrated. Okay, whatever. But in that same breath, I feel like, again, Tank's IQ is what separates that. That's what gives him that extra edge. Not only does he have the power to compete, to keep, Garcia honest, he also has counter punch ability. He reads really good. And then
he dipped after the I was reading the Outspoken Boxer. Continue. I was reading this comment.
What he said, I've been saying this about Haney. Haney has the best jab at 140, but he seems to drop his right hand a lot, and he dips after the jab. It caught up with Haney with Ryan's timing, power, and speed. That was another thing I was talking about with somebody. I was talking with my brother-in-law, and we were talking about if Ryan's timing was there, or if he's just so damn like fast and he's just so reactive that he was naturally timing the jab. Like, was he really trying to time the jab, or natural ability? Yeah. Ryan training on a new level.
And that's why this fight, like, it breaks the divisional rankings for sure. Like, now everyone's going back to their board, and like do you still have Haney above Tio? And with Ryan going to 147, like does the ranking stay the same, or do you? I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, what's your top 4 of 140 pounders right now in order, if you can?
I think it depends on like what we going off of. Are we going off of skills? Are we going off of accomplishments? Are we going off of who's the face at that division based on who sells the most money?
We're going off of like pound for pound. Like how would you rank, like as in like skill? Like if they were hopping the ring with each other, who's the most dangerous, the least dangerous, and that?
I'm gonna say that we're all on the same page with the fact that Tank, we're choosing Tank over Ryan in a rematch because his IQ is the difference maker. But pound for pound, when I think about pound for pound, I'm thinking about the overall scope of a athlete. Like, how close are they to being a complete fighter? Defensively, offensively, ring out IQ, skill wise. With Ryan, like his skills are his quickness and his power. And, oftentimes that's enough to get you by. But at the same time, okay, we look at somebody that has power and Canelo. The difference between the two, and I say Canelo's ring IQ is better than Ryan. His footwork is better than Ryan.
Yeah,
his counterpunch ability is better than Ryan. His there's a lot that's better than Ryan. But when we talk about power punchers, like think about the ones that have the most accolades. So anyways, at 140, let's see. I will put Tio as number 1.
Again, dang, you put Tio over Hank.
Tio has like I said, we talk about who's closer to being a complete fighter.
But I've seen Tio fight to the level of his competition.
They all do. They all do. But we've also seen him, but outside of the Cambosis loss, which controversially he had the whole issue with being able to breathe. Was that fight he said he almost died? Or that was Cambosis, not Loma.
Yeah, that was a Cambosis.
So he has that. But I still feel like Tio, when we talk about the accomplishments that he has, when we talk about how athletic, Tio's athletic as fuck. Skill wise, IQ wise, I'm a little disappointed in his last matchup with Ortiz and the fact that he wasn't able to cut off the ring, because I give him a lot of credit with being, one of those guys that has a lot of IQ. But I'm trying to keep up with these comments so y'all don't come at me crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm reading them too. They're saying, but they're talking about, and I do agree, like is a better version of Mayweather than Adrian Broner was. But it's just like my thing is Adrian Broner is he started pop shotting instead of like letting his hands go, and that's what killed off his career. Is like, I don't know if it was a stamina issue, but he just stopped like letting his hands fly. Like that's why he lost to Pacquiao. He didn't throw enough. But my bad, continue.
That's a good one. Yeah, I will put Tio over Haney. I think if Tio had, the same, I wouldn't say the same opportunities, because I just put Tio over Haney. And then I will put Haney next. Let's see, who else is in that division? I got my list here. I'm looking at who's in the division.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Outspoken. Yeah, like he can. Like I think Haney can still beat Teofimo Lopez. Like I think Haney can beat Teofimo Lopez.
I think he can too. I mean, but if I had to choose one over the other, I'm going to choose Tio. But I mean, I feel like they're neck and neck when you look at their resumes.
He said, and what? He said, Dr. Rain said, and what? In boxing.
Wait, what? And what? As far as what?
He said,
we talking about 140, y'all. Y'all keep talking about Tank. Tio is an enigma. Which version?
I
I'm gonna give Frontier Female to Loma, Josh Taylor, Masterpiece, or Sandora. Yeah, I agree, but I'm not ranking. We talking about, okay? You said pound for pound, rank who's the best, right? In a 140 division. I'm still going T.O. Overall, I think he's the most complete fighter at that division right now. Devin Haney, I'm gonna put right behind. After that, I'm gonna throw
Matias?
Isak Cruz up there.
Yep. You got Isak Cruz over Matias?
I do. I think Isak Cruz has the ability to beat Matias, but I think that's a really good fight. Really good fight. Yeah. Depending on how Josh Taylor does versus Catterall, I kind of want to put him up there as well. But I want to see.
Give me the fourth one.
You said what?
Give me the fourth one?
Yeah. Let's see. Who after that?
Oh, Gary Antonio Russell, yeah.
Yeah, but he's so inactive right now. It's like, can you really put him up there? When's the last time he fought?
I think some of y'all need to ease up on.
He fought December of 2023. So I guess he did fight recently. I don't recall watching that.
And that's the crazy part. It's like that's one thing I feel like a boxing ain't doing too much of. Is like we forget, like, he did not go the distance with Lomachenko. Like, he did not go to Australia to beat Gambosis twice. Like, Devin Haney is no slouch. Like, just because he lost one fight.
Yeah. And even in a fight versus Ryan, like, I'm still looking at Ryan, like, Ryan could still be beat. Ryan got a lot of flaws. Like I said, I think he just caught Haney off guard. He gave Haney no respect, and Haney didn't demand any respect from him. So he's strong. He's a power puncher. So off rip, he's dangerous because of that. But it's a tough, wide open division. You got 135. Eventually, those top guys are going to trickle into 140. But maybe I will put Matias as 5. Maybe I'll put him at 5.
Who do you think wins, Shakur or because they was talking about it, Shakur or Ryan?
I think Shakur wins because, again, Shakur's IQ. We've seen, even against De Los Santos, people can say whatever they want to say about Shakur versus De Los Santos. At the end of the day, he won. Period. He figured it out. He did what he had to do to walk away with a win. Period. So I think in a situation with Ryan, I give him that same edge in being able to figure Ryan out. One, because of his IQ. IQ is off the charts to me. I think about I always talk about it. I think about the Shakur that went up against Valdez and how he fought Valdez. I mean, stood right in front of Valdez for the most part. And
he did.
So
he did go crazy, but Valdez was smaller though.
And Ryan, Ryan makes so many so many mistakes.
But when you got the Deontay Wilder effect, when you have the sport, when you have that power, it doesn't. You could be perfect for like 12 rounds and get knocked out. Like,
I mean, yeah, but also you think about like Shakur be sparring with Crawford.
So did Haney.
Haney don't spar with Crawford.
Yeah,
not like Shakur do.
Look,
Shakur is always sparring Crawford. I mean, Shakur is always sparring Crawford. And I feel like, okay, they got the headgear, they got 12, 10-ounce gloves, whatever, they're 14-ounce gloves, whatever they spar in. But at the same time, like, Shakur is going up against a guy that's fighting at 147. When they're sparring, how much heavier is he? You got a guy going up to 154 that he just sparred 2 weeks ago. Shakur just sparred Crawford 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, I think, he's groomed. He's shaped. I think he's ready for that opportunity. I think, and Shakur the type of guy I'm willing to put money on it. Shakur, he knows how to set
was the
baits.
youngest undisputed champion.
Shakur knows how to set baits, though.
I'm not Shakur Haney, but Haney was. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be. I think Ryan might be a little bit too big for him if they were to fight at 140. But I don't know. It'll be a good matchup for sure. Like it would definitely be a good way to compare Shakur to Tank, depending on how it matches up against Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, like, because sometimes Shakur do stay in that pocket, and that's all you got. That's all it takes to get hit.
No, he do is just lean back. Like it's just a lean. He uses the back leg so well. Like it's either a lean or it's just a slight step back. And he's still there. Like he's making you miss. I think he frustrates Brian the same way that he frustrated Valdez. Valdez was like extremely frustrated. But I really wish we were getting. I would like to see Shakur versus Navarrete.
Oh yeah, we're not getting that. I forgot he's fighting. I don't know why we're not getting any. Like, what's up with Shakur? Like, are they just don't want to move him? I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like with Shakur, it's like I don't know what top rank. I don't know what they doing.
Yeah, people say Shakur got the same problem as Devin. No power, has problems against punchers. He don't have a size advantage against. Yep, no power. Shakur got more power than Haney. Ryan is dangerous against anyone, but this level, if he doesn't land the hook, he's going to look stupid. I mean, Shakur talking about he kill a core now. So maybe he been working on that hook.
Yeah, and then plus you got. I don't know. I'm a Derrick James believer now, man. We've seen him revive 2 careers. Like I don't know. Derrick James might have something for Crawford. Yo, if Spence go back to him.
Brandon, I'm about to get you off the live, okay? That right there, you might.
Derrick James, yo, we gotta give it up to DJ. I feel like we gave him a lot of criticism. Like we were saying, as he just had good talent. And then after that, last year he had with Charlo and Spence. He's revived careers. I never thought we'd get this AJ out of AJ. Did you? Like.
That's not because of Derrick James. That's because of who he's with now. That's definitely not because of Derrick James. That's because of, and AJ's even said it. The guy, he didn't like discredit Derrick James, but he said like the guy that he's with right now, like I gotta, somebody tell me what his name is.
He's not with Derrick James anymore?
He been with Derrick James since Ben Davison. Okay, yeah, he ain't been with Derrick James since I don't know, like the last 2, he's fought so much. I feel like last 2-3 fights. And even with was Derrick James even in the corner for him in any of the fights? I know like they were in the gym. They were, but I don't know if Derrick James even made it to the ring for one of these fights.
But I could have sworn he was in his training camp, if I'm not correct.
Yeah, he was. But he left him and he went to Ben Davison, and he's given a lot of credit to Ben Davison and like basically him being the only coach that he felt like didn't try to change who he was, but sharpened the tools that he has. I said Ryan's still on drugs.
Yeah. If I was Devin Haney, I would throw the house at Ryan. I'd offer him the biggest rematch he could have possibly an 80-20 split, just like how
Yo.
What's good?
What's good, y'all?
Ryan made $65 million. Have they haven't officially announced it yet?
What y'all talking about? Just popped in.
Brandon talking crazy, talking about Derrick James is reviving careers out here, and that he can he's gonna be able to revive Spence versus Crawford in a rematch.
I mean,
Haney will beat Ryan in a rematch.
Spence got a better chance at 154 for sure, but
nah,
I don't
fuck
know if
that.
it'll be because of Derrick.
Nah, yeah. Let's just move on for that topic.
He got a better chance
I don't think so. Haney would beat Ryan in a rematch at 47. I definitely think so too.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But if he don't change nothing, it's gonna be the same shit. But You know, if he can evade, you know, his best weapon. You know, usually, in Haney's best performances, he's been able to take away God's best weapon. In this fight, shit, he didn't at all. You know, Ryan, I ain't gonna say landed at will, but he was landing that motherfucker off. You know.
Yeah.
And that hook, that same hook he was talking about, set the time. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what was your reaction when the hook landed, when that first hook landed in the first round?
I just was like, nah, don't go down. Don't go down.
I thought he was going to stay composed and come like, yo, this is a champion. He's been in these waters before. He's gonna stay composed and come back and win the fight. But
nah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I was nervous.
I ain't gonna lie. I placed the bet. And I was like, why the fuck? As soon as it landed, I was like, why did I do that? I knew he was in for a long night as soon as that hook landed. Because, you know, Haney got a very, very good jab, one of the best jabs, and his jab wasn't that effective. And he started off.
He didn't
trying to
use it as much.
Shit, he didn't use it because as soon as he tried to use it, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you think of it is the game? Is Haney's game plan, and how much you think is the weight, like the rehydration issue?
You said how? What about the game plan?
How much do you think is because of Haney's game plan? How much do you think it was because of the weight difference?
I think it was everything. I think the weight difference, how he was selling the fight, all of it. I mean, he obviously had a strategic game plan from day one, and that was to come in heavy. It seems as though he had no intentions on making 140. Even in his interview, his post-fight interview, you know, he talking about he didn't feel, he had already knew that he wasn't going to be able to go lower than 143. So that to me tells me that he never planned to make 140. Even if he was talking about, I'm going to try to make it, you really weren't going to try to make it because you came in saying after the fight that your body could not take 143.
No, he never planned on making it. That's the problem I had with it. You know, he never planned on making a weight.
So he didn't train to really plan to make the weight. I was watching the Boxing Voice, and they were talking about it, and they were saying how it was different things kind of coming in, saying that Ryan had hired a trainer to come in on Tuesday to help him make 143. I don't know how true that is. Ness was like, that's crazy talk. Like, that's stupid.
I don't think so.
Brian talking about he was drinking every single day. I mean, come on now.
Nah, I think he planned on making 140 the whole time. Because if you think about it, in the Duarte fight, that was supposed to be at 140. He changed that to 143. So he probably liked how he felt, and he never planned on making that weight. But I forgot to answer your question. You said how much of it was
game plan, and how much was conditioning and the weight difference.
I think I like Ryan's game plan. I think what he did, he could have pressed on the gas more and got the stoppage, but I think Haney's game plan, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I would have told him to do what he did. I thought he should have pressed the action, Devin, and I thought he would be able to hurt him more. But he wasn't able to hurt him. He caught him flush, and as soon as he caught him with that shot, and Ryan kind of stumbled a little bit, I'm like, bro, he took his best shot.
But even still, though, like, he took the best shot, but like I said, I would have kept going to it. Like, I would have, until he stopped it, until it didn't work anymore, I would have kept going with it.
He tried to go to it, but he didn't have that same steam once he got hurt again. It was like he had just kind of recovered from getting hurt that first time, and once he got hurt again, it was like he didn't have that same. He already didn't have the power advantage already. And he didn't have that same steam once he got hurt. It's like he fighting hurt, You know, you can't hurt him. So it's like I could understand why the trainers probably froze up because it's like we can't tell him to box him at this point. You know what he was doing. He was kind of winning some of the rounds. So you know they was in a tight little spot in my opinion.
Yeah.
Somebody said I hated them shoes. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like
I hope
like
they have some
their guy,
support in
but
the inside.
I hated them shoes.
Dr. Rain said Ryan eased up because he was asking Bill to stop the fight.
I don't think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just about to read some more.
I don't think Ryan eased up. I think he was trying to pace himself because I seen him getting a little tired midway, and I'm like, he about to get tired, and I think he was just pacing himself. I really don't understand at the end why he didn't press more, but he probably just didn't want to get careless and get caught with nothing. But I like the patience from Ryan. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think he could be that patient.
Right.
When he hurt you. I thought he was gonna jump right on when he hurt.
They said he had like violins playing. They said like one of Haney's like cornermen went into Ryan's room to check the tapes, to check his raps or whatever. And they said like when he saw Ryan in the room, they was playing violins, had a violin player in there. And they said once that happened, he was like, "Yo, we in some trouble." Like he too calm. Like he got violins playing in his locker room.
Honestly, though, I ain't feel like I could see the jitters in Ryan. Like the anxiousness.
After this shit, I can't go by Ryan body language.
Nothing.
I thought he was straight bullshit before the fight, like on straight bullshit.
Yeah, that's real.
Like, I don't know. I ain't even gonna go by that anymore. If I feel like Ryan nervous, even when he like Devin like slapped him, like I didn't like Ryan's reaction. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I'm just when it come to him, I ain't trying to go off body language. I'm gonna just go off skills.
So what do we say about Ryan now? He's achieved all these things, but has yet to win a belt. So do belts matter?
I don't think so. He said it himself. He said belts don't feed the family. Belts don't put food on the table.
It's easy to say that when you got 11, when you one of the only fighters with 11 million followers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you getting the biggest fights in boxing too.
Belts don't matter for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Other fighters, majority of the fighters need those belts to get
the big fights,
to get opportunities, you know, to get
what's up, Skip?
You know, more money.
Yeah.
Those accolades get you more money. You know, and we seen how being unified changed Cambose's life. You know what I'm saying? He started popping. He started feeling himself.
Yeah.
Haney, going undisputed, changed his life. Like,
yeah.
Hell yeah, the belts matter. But when you can sell a fight without it, you the vast, you know, it's only a few of them that don't really need the belts.
Yeah, him and Tank are legit the only ones that don't need belts to. And you know what I'll say? I'll say now Benavidez is getting close to not needing a belt either to be a drawer. I think he close because he got everybody's attention right now. Obviously, he fight Canelo, it goes through the roof. But
you know one thing I said this to one of my family members because we going back and forth about Haney and like Tank, and he was talking about the belts don't matter with Tank and all that. But I'm like, belt.
Did he freeze?
Got froze.
Dang, right when it's getting to the belts.
You got that AT&T service.
But yeah, it's just confusing. I was like, dang, because he won, but he still. And then it's like, is he going to 147 or is he staying at 140? Because he was like, yeah, I'm not even making this weight anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get catch weight fights, get away with it, I really don't think that belts matter to Ryan at all. Yeah, I really don't think it's a thing for him. So we'll see. We'll see though. There was somebody had asked about Charlo.
Yeah, he's gonna get that Laura fight. Is he gonna get the Laura fight before? But then they settled on the Crawford fight.
That's what it looks like. That's what I was gonna say. It looked like his plan didn't work.
Yeah, Charles need to get in the ring.
Yeah.
Because, he just lost to Canelo. Coming off a loss.
Yep.
Now, then, let me see, what else? Then we got the Canelo, next fight card coming up is what, the Canelo Munguia fight?
Yep. That's in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, who you excited, what undercard fight are you most excited for? If any.
Who's on that undercard?
Let me see, I'm pulling it up right now.
What's this? I live in Arizona. Canelo and Benavidez is so popular here. That's what's up. I believe Canelo is popular anywhere you go, but for Benavidez to have popularity, he was living in Arizona though, right? Is he from Arizona?
I don't even catch.
Either from or was living there. He's in LA. I mean, not LA. He in Miami now.
Oh man, they got what you call Mario Barrios fighting Fabian Madonna for the interim WBC welterweight title. And shout out to Mario Barrios.
Figueroa is on that undercard.
Yeah, Figueroa versus Jesse Magdaleno. And they got Stanosis versus. Oh, this is actually a pretty decent card. They got Stanionis versus.
What do you guys think about Liam Pearl versus Matias?
When is that? That's in May, right?
I think so.
Oh, he's back.
I think so. Yeah, he's from Phoenix. Okay, I thought so.
I don't be knowing what be going on with my phone.
You got the AT&T service, I see.
I got that.
Okay, we got JR back. It's been a minute.
I messed y'all. I got that Obama phone service. What's up, man?
No. Where you been? I was asking what y'all think about Matias versus Liam Pearl.
Brando, star maker.
Hey,
I think that's gonna let us know another layer. If
they fight in June, by the way.
It's got another
June.
layer to this game. What's that?
I was saying they fight in June.
Yeah, I think that's gonna let you know if he got other layers to his game. Cause I like Liam. That Montana Love performance was solid. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how good he is. Cause I like Matias' last win.
Yeah.
I want to see how he does against other guys in that top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard Pearl got a little pop, so that might help him.
Yeah, question I had earlier and I asked y'all is like how much of it
no Diddy.
You said what?
They said Matias gonna mash him, no Diddy.
Yo, he said no Diddy, yo, pause. Yeah.
If I was Diddy, I'd be coming to everybody doing this.
Man, what?
I bet Diddy want to
trademarking
Ryan with that shit. I know he want to whack Ryan like, bro, put my name out there.
Yo, no Diddy on that one. No Diddy.
Miss Knowles, didn't your birthday just pass?
Yes, almost a month ago. But thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know until someone called me up and told me. So I wanted to tip my hat to you. Happy birthday. Thanks for everything. And
appreciate it.
Aries or Taurus?
Brando,
Aries.
I got to talk to you when we get off of this thing about this weekend for the fight. And can somebody, in the words of Chris Brown, I'm going to say it again, can somebody please tell me what the f is going on? What was that Saturday? I don't know what I missed. So I just got home from work. I just saw my last pediatric patient for the day, and then all of a sudden I come home. I ain't even get the chance to get myself
Thank you, Andre.
I just saw y'all and I just hit the button. I just jumped on. Like, all right, I don't care. I'm just jumping in. Help me.
I asked everybody, what was your reaction to that first shot?
When so everybody from Hillcrest was over my uncle's house watching this, because we had just fought up at Rosecroft. So after it was right when it came out, so typical. Once he got hurt, we went, oh, he hurt. But we didn't take it as, oh my gosh, he got him. We took it as, you gotta look, because remember, he planted his foot in front of him early. And what I always tell people, how I was raised is a guy is his strongest, a man and old woman is the strongest in the first round. And you gotta understand that you can easily get caught cold in the first round. Of course, you want to warm up in the dressing room. You want to get warm in the dressing room and everything. You get hit with the mitts a little bit while you're doing the mitts and you're doing your mitt combination. You get touched a little bit. But it's always a chance of being caught cold early. I thought it was just, he got caught cold early. It was just a little quick shot happens. But when as everything went on, maybe he wound up clipping Ryan. But I saw something that bothered me. I realized when he hurt Ryan, when he buzzed Ryan's legs left, but his head was completely clear. For people who don't know, there are times when you get hurt with a shot and your head is clear. Everything is going on around you, everything, but your legs is doing something totally different. Like, for instance, Mr. Zad was one of the, told me, I had a conversation with him about it, and he told me he was one of the guys that he would be mentally good, but his legs would be gone. Some guys, you get hit and your legs go stiff. Like, they go stiff on you. I was like, that's them 3 pounds. Because if you've ever cut weight before, you'll cut weight, the first 8 to 12 pounds come off easy. I mean, quick. Let's say you 8 pounds away. You might start, or you 12, let's say another 12 pounds away. You start to, okay, I did 5 today. I did 4 today, whatever. It starts to trigger down a little bit. But once you get that last 3 pounds or that last 2 pounds, it's like you get on the scale and that joint hits a dead stop. It don't want to budge. And when you lose that action, that's what makes you a little weak, a little drained.
Yeah. What do you think both of them, what do you think they rehydrated to?
Outside of the ledge 158.
Yeah, but Ryan was huge.
Yeah, that's what Ringside Danny was saying. He was like, I know the weight that Haney came in at. Based on how he was saying it, Haney didn't come in at 158, but supposedly they were supposed to be the same weight, and he was like, "There's no way, no way they were the same weight."
I think it was about. I think it was 160 and for Devin, and probably closer to 170 for Ryan, because Ryan was looking. I was looking at the crowd views. He already looked big in the ring and from the TV, but the crowd view, I'm like, damn. But a lot of people was already with the Haney weight bully narrative, so people fake care about weight bullying when it's like convenient for them. So
no, the dude, cuz 13, you see that
about a weight bully, but they ain't gonna.
No, I know weight bully. My teammate was a weight bully. My teammate was a weight bully. Not Saturday. Yes, my teammate was a weight bully.
You talking about her?
This situation. Oh yeah, I was one of the people he bullied.
I ain't gonna.
Okay, wait. Let me get to. Go ahead.
My squad was campaigning at 54 at the same time, but we wasn't on the world title level yet. And I'm telling you, it was only like a few 154s that size. I'm like, her big as shit. Like Tony is tall, Tony Harrison's tall, but he's slim.
Mm-hmm.
And her
and Tony's strong too.
Her was looking big in there.
They said 3 pounds or not, Dev got clipped on 60 seconds of the fight. And I bet on Dev. I really
Yeah,
don't think
and
it was the weight that caught up with him. The 3 pounds Garcia had over Devin Haney wasn't a reason that Devin Haney lost the fight.
I think
No, we not saying that.
Wait. One more before y'all dive into it. They was fighting in the same weight class since them being kids is no way They was fighting in the same weight class since their being is no way 3 pounds was the difference make up between the fight.
it's not about 3 pounds. It's about how they hydrate.
Yes, yes.
People keep saying the same shit, but
Oh,
but I think
go
it
ahead,
was
bro.
more
Cook. Go ahead, cook, bro.
I think it was more about him catching Haney cold, and Haney like kinda somewhat recovered midway, but he took it right back when he hurt him again. It was like, you know, he was able to neutralize any speed he had. Devin wasn't.
Yeah.
To me, Devin. Okay, Ryan left hook is faster, but I don't feel like he throws every shot faster than Devin. I feel like some things Devin does a lot faster, but in this fight, to me, it seemed like I don't know why I'm right here, but to me it seemed like you know, Devin he took a lot out of Devin when he landed a lot of those shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get to.
Okay, so with that being said, do you guys feel like going forward, Haney's going to be a different fighter now because that fight took a lot out of him?
No, I didn't. My bad. I wasn't saying he took a lot out of for good. I'm saying
just in that particular fight, it was a lot of punishment. Okay, but a lot of people, that's their concern. They feel like he took a lot of punishment and he's not going to be the same fighter.
I'm glad you brought that up. My bad. I'm gonna let you go, but I'm glad you brought that up because people keep saying that shit every time it's a young fighter and they lose and they lose in a bad way. They say he might be done and all this, right? We see all these fucking journeymen get knocked out. They come back. They might get an upset win. In their career, they still going. You know what I'm saying? They go for a long time. I was
Barroso
yesterday. I had responded to a Gabe Rosado tweet.
Mm-hmm.
People laughed because they thought I was trying to be funny, but I was genuinely asking. Like he kind of asked something to that nature of Haney being the same. I'm like, I asked him. I'm like, what's the difference between you? Like,
has he fought since? When's his last fight?
Probably.
I'm about to look it up too.
Back to Bully rematch.
Gabe Rosado.
Mr. Gabe.
And back to Bully beat him in the rematch.
Yeah, that was. I want to say he's working on a year of being retired. Mm-hmm. Look, this whole thing, dude. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is Ryan's gonna automatically be a little stronger in making the chess move of not cutting the extra 3.2 pounds. You cut that extra weight and you try to rehydrate, you already dealing with a guy getting in the ring with a guy who's naturally strong, who has a gifted hook as is. And then you add on top of that the speed, the power, and you're already having trouble. Now you already had trouble at 35 with your weight. Now we still see you getting on the scale at 40, and we're still talking about how drawn you are, how bone dry you are. That's not going to always be good, let alone getting caught cold early. Now, here's the thing. He recovered easily, started boxing, it's fine, right? Then, as he goes on, he gets dropped. He recovers fine, boxes again, right? But if you watch it, and my uncle was saying the same thing, he was like, the more he gets hurt, he's having a harder time. Like, the only thing that got him off that floor, the first time he got dropped, when he turned over to get up and his body was like gravity was pushing him back to the canvas.
Mm-hmm. That was the 11th or the 7th? That was the 11th.
The first knockdown.
7th.
No, the first knockdown.
7th, okay.
His whole, everything that got him up besides his heart was his discipline, how he takes care of his body.
Exactly.
And not cheating himself in camp. Because when you get hurt like that, and usually when you see a guy, like, we're taught as fighters, when you see a guy do one of a few things on the camp, spit out the mouthpiece, fight over. He ain't getting up. Oh, when you see a guy do this, and he's down, and he do this, look up, and look back down, cover his eye, he ain't getting up. When you see a dude try to get up, and it's like, you know that carnival ride where you can move around, but then they hit the button and you can't move for nothing. You trying to move, it's like gravity push you down. When you see a guy trying to get up off the canvas and he can't to save his life, and he's doing this, he ain't getting up. And if he does get up, oh yeah, let's throw this perfect combination, pick my shots and get him up out of here, because they're done.
Wait, hold up.
That boy was in some great shape, man.
Wait, what is
Yeah,
the true
that's
champion?
everything that got him up.
Yeah, I see that too.
Fight hurt. Like, it wasn't, I wouldn't say, a lot of people could probably feel different. I wouldn't say it was like it was as bad as, like, maybe, I ain't gonna say that. Okay, so I thought about the Bronner and Madonna situation, right? Because Madonna was hurt early, and he kind of fought most of the fight hurt. But he was in such great shape that even though he was, like, very limited after being hurt, he still had a lot left. So I felt like that showed something in itself. A lot of people, you know, they talked about his chin, but shit, his body was in some type of condition to be able to take enough. A lot of people.
So let me break it down for you. He got up, but here's the thing: he recovered, right, and then he started boxing fine again, right. Second, he gets buzzed. He comes back, boxes fine. Got dropped, got hurt bad off that drop. Wasn't a flash knockdown, it was a devastating knockdown. Came back, started boxing pretty good, right? But then when he started to get buzzed again and then hurt again, it took longer and longer for him to get his cognitive thinking back. Because if you watch when he got hurt, buzzed the first time, dropped the first time, he still was making the right decisions. He would go straight back, and then you know how they always say, don't go straight back. But when you go straight back, you take 2 steps back, dip, keep your eyes up where you got, turn them, go back to the more real estate in the center of the ring. He was doing that early on. When he started getting hurt again, he started going straight back to the ropes and wouldn't turn. He started bowing Irwin his 1-2. Leave it. That's why he got caught with the upper hook that went in front. Usually they always tell you go behind the glove.
I feel like he was doing that from the beginning too, though.
What, Bowen Irwin?
Yeah.
He was Bowen Irwin, I want to say, really horribly after that knockdown. Because he wasn't just doing, some guys, it's a 10-up thing. They make chicken wing a little bit. Some guys, they pull it. But he was going all the way. He started going all the way back. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he's making mistakes that he does not normally make with his skill set.
And to Aaron's point, he said it was the speed. I can't remember which knockdown it was, but he didn't even see the left hand. He thought the left hand was a straight left hand. Like, he didn't even see it. So
my question to you is this: is like, I asked her, is like, so what do you think? What happened if Shakur was in that ring instead of Haney at 140? And do we really look at that matchup?
You said what?
Against who?
Against Ron.
Shakur against which one? Oh.
Does that change that matchup now? Now that we've seen what he done to Devin, does that change that matchup at all, or is it still a foregone conclusion?
You still got to go with. I'm still going to say the same thing I said with Devin. I'm going to say the same thing with Shakur. Superior boxing skills, superior discipline outside the ring. But at the end of the day, y'all heard me say this, predicting up to this. You could be doing everything right. You could be doing everything. Look, we just go back to Tony Harrison thing. Man, Tony Harris outboxing the mess out of his dirt. I tell him to this day, boy, you lucky you putting that pressure on. You went to the game. He did the game plan perfect. They did, man, put the pressure on him. Because if you let him get too funky with you in a lot of trouble. But if you strong enough, look at Arturo Gatti versus shoot, most of the guys that he beat, some of those, I'm talking about the big fights that he had. Gabriel Rosales, oh my gosh, the fights with Wilson Rodriguez. You said that these guys out boxing the mess out of him, and then he just still strong late, and he push you to sleep. No matter what, you got those 8 ounces on, and you can be boxing, you be doing everything right. But if a shot land right, I done seen a dude box beautifully, and it hurt him through the glove, and the night was over. The night was over.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ryan definitely. I guess he, like I said, how do you rank the 140 division? Like now that Ryan's moving up, and after that, Wolves, do you still have him above T.O.?
Yeah, let's hear your top 5 so I can figure out. What's your top? Yeah, top 5 at 140.
Ryan, if Ryan's moving up to 147.
But
even if Ryan stay at 140, 143.
You know, the typical guys. You got Matthews. You got T.O. You got to be all.
Yeah, that's why it's the shakeup.
Man, I got a liver shot with your name on it, bro. All right,
yeah, Ryan shook
my god brother Tweezy. I will put Tweezy at 4 as the sleeper.
Wait, who?
T.O. I will put T.O. right now.
Go back. You said who?
Oh, Gary Antoine. I'm sorry, I don't know him.
Oh, you got him as number
Gary
1.
Antoine. No, I got him as number 4.
Was he fighting that sleeper?
What? How you starting at number 4? We said top 5.
I know. I'm just thinking the names and putting the numbers on. Okay, work with me. All right. T.O. I'm gonna put T.O. I'll put T.O. number 1 for now, but he gotta get out. He gotta walk through number 2, which is Matias, because Matias done stopped enough dudes to make you at least go, all right, I gotta be worried of this dude.
Okay, let's hit the rest. We got T.O. 1, Matias 2, Gary 4. Who your 3 and 5?
Give me some names.
Man, we put
Devin Haney.
That's gonna go down.
Ryan Garcia.
If Ryan got enough sense to stay at 40, I'll put him at 5.
You got Pitbull, Cruz. You got
Pitbull.
I'll put Josh Taylor. Still at 140, or did he move to 147?
Josh Taylor. I gotta wait till after the Catterall fight to even consider his name right. We gotta handle some unfinished business.
That's fair. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you what mine was. We on the same page. I don't know about Gary. I didn't put him in there because he's been inactive.
Respect, definitely.
But I had T.O. 1. I had Devin 2. I had I felt the same way. I was kind of tossing between Josh because I was like, let me see what he do versus Jack Catterall. But I have Josh at 3? I think I had Josh at 3.
No, I think you had
Isak Cruz
at 3, I think, before.
And then Josh and then Matias.
I don't know. I think Matias stops Pitbull.
Well, because of the length, or you think he'll get stupid and just plant his foot right there, and they both fight on the inside, and it's whoever get caught will break down.
I feel like there'll be an inside trench war, and I think Matias definitely shows the difference in power.
I think Pitbull can move a little better though.
Has he?
You said what? Somebody said Matias, T.O., Pitbull, Devin, Josh. You said what though?
Has Pitbull been stopped before?
Did he lose to? I thought you. Oh, he didn't get stopped. Okay.
Yeah,
Matias took a beat. No, Matias didn't get stopped either, but he took a pretty. He came back and stopped his guy, but when they fought the first time, the one loss he had, the guy really put some licking on him. But I ain't forget about your question, Miss Mo. After I broke down the whole thing about being hurt and stuff like that. When it comes to, and because I really want to touch this, what you said, because it's very near and dear to me because of the things I grew up seeing. When it comes to Devin and the punishment that he took and him being the same guy, I believe he can. I believe he can still be the same guy because at the end of the day, this boxing shit happens. All right? There's guys in the amateurs that, you know, you wonder they're going to be the same guy or young prospects. Things happen too off of TV and on a low card. And, you know, I remember when I got dropped, everybody stood up. And when me and Dusty got dropped on the same card, they looked like, man, the president stood. They stood like the president got shot. And, you know, because we kids and they were grown men type of thing. So, but at the same time, skill-wise, there should be no reason why first, the main thing is just rest. To hell with everything. To hell with everybody. Rest. And in my opinion, if he's my fighter, I'm telling him, man, take the loss like this. Take one good thing from this loss, that now you finally get to rest. Because usually guys, since they were a child, they don't, until they get that first loss as a pro at a high level, they don't get the rest. They don't get to take that 8 months off. They don't get to take that 6 months or a year off. And he's been one who's been trying to fight here, there, whatever deal need to be made. So you know what? Take this time. We shouldn't see you till November, bro. If that, type of thing.
How long you think he should be off? I was about to just.
It all depends on how he take a shot, and that's why I wanted to get to.
He still got mandatory still.
Yeah, he still has mandatories. I'm gonna get to that. So basically, he needs to rest. Then when you get back in the gym, right now he doesn't need to worry about running, shadow boxing, nothing. Because the shot that you take, your brain needs to heal. Like you remember, Brian, I told you the story when I got dropped, and I ain't remember what happened. Dad was doing a smile, and he was like, and I ain't remember what happened until I rested and woke up the next morning. What actually took place. And Tim Bradley talked about the Povatnikov fight. He was slurring and things like that after the fight. And not seeing things straight. And the doctor told him, you don't need to box, don't shadow box, don't hit the bag, because you can end up being like Mildred Taylor. You don't give your time enough time to just rest, play some brain games. Don't worry about turning up not to think about boxing, because then your brain's going to slow the healing part. Just rest. That rest is imperative. And then when he spars, do light sparring first and see how you take a shot first. Pick the first shot, catch the first shot, see how you deal with it. His next mandatory, though, is the perfect guy, in my opinion. It's his mandatory. Does anybody know who his mandatory is besides me? Without looking.
I definitely don't.
Miss Knowles. Miss Knowles. Stop touching stuff. Ooh, do anybody know?
Nah, who's his mandatory?
Sandor Martin. That's the perfect guy for you to come back with. A guy like Devin who don't mind working in jab box. That's the perfect night you need to get back under the lights. Get back to getting hit with 8 ounces. But, and being a slight threat with, because you're still getting hit with 8 ounces. So anybody can crack. Flash knockdown can happen with anybody. But you're not in there with Matias type of thing. Like, or Tweezy. Where it's like, man, any shot can really damage me or put me out of it. You don't have that type of, you can get back into the swing of things. That's perfect.
A confidence booster. And
yes,
Arnold Barboza. That's what I think you should do. Sandor Martin would be a.
Well, remember, you got to do what ways. How is he going to get out of the mandatory? Of course, there's ways to get out of the mandatory. Yes, there is ways. But but at the same time, just in case he can't, that's the perfect guy.
Yeah, I think it makes sense either way though. For Sandor,
but I saw you comment on the weight on him staying at 140, but going to what you said about how Haney's been looking kind of crazy he just moved 140. He looked kind of crazy at the weigh-ins. Does that mean you move Haney up to 147 to let him?
What and fight who? Who? Oh, I mean, let's be no. I'm not even trying to be funny. That's why I'm saying, like, real quick before we get to that part, let's just finish what Ms. Nose asked about the confidence. Dealing with his folks though, but when it comes to his mental, you gotta think of how he coming. You gotta think of his family, how everybody be on his job. Like he has this Mayweather persona type thing with the bodyguards and the this and the that. Like, you know, you ever had that one friend who carry a gun with him, and you like, boy, you're not even in the stuff. Like, ain't nobody thinking about you, bro. Like, one of those situations, instead of having, like, you know, just in case I have to ever protect my family, I'm just a random victim that day. No, I got it, because, man, you know, people be watching me. Man, ain't nobody thinking about your ass. Like, I get that from him and his family. Like, yes, his family is a known family. If you know anything about their family, I'm not going to get into it, but you know, they can handle their stuff well. I'll just put it that way. They really don't need that many bodyguards. I'll just put it that way. And they have this persona, how they carry it, like it's like they is the shit. Like they can't be touched. And you know how we talked about this how many shows back, 2-3 shows ago, about how when the thing happened with the sparring, how sparred for years, man. It's like he never gets touched in sparring. He always takes the money. That can also eat at a fighter.
Okay, like, and that wait, pause on that. I was talking to my brother-in-law about this, and he was saying that Haney basically is the type of fighter in sparring that he's out to win sparring.
Mm-hmm.
So to the point she was just making.
And the thing about it that I don't understand is you only hurting yourself, and you could later on hurt your career because you're not winning all them sparring sessions. You gonna really act like that in sparring because somebody gonna get you one day, and there's gonna be more days like that. But anyways, with the confidence thing, it's got to be a whole thing looked at. He has to really know what's up. Like, man, it's just boxing. It's just something that happened. I got caught. It was just one of those nights. Hey, it is what it is. But I just gonna keep doing what I need to do and tighten up this, tighten up that. When I look back at the tape, and just move forward. Because how many times we done seen, you know, look at one of my dad's friends, Sean Bay Mitchell. Sean Bay Mitchell was on like 22-0 and lost 2 straight fights, back-to-back knockout losses, and then went on to have the career that he had. It happens, you know, just, you know, boom, move forward. But it's all about his psyche and his confidence, how he's going to handle it. But also, your father want to be Don King so damn bad, he got to look at his damn self too. Because for the umpteenth time, we done seen him and Teofimo father, when things get tight, they ain't got shit right to say in that corner. They can't tell him.
Could you hear what they were saying in the corner though? I mean, based on the fact of what Devin was coming back out and doing, we can say that they didn't have a whole lot of answers or adjustments for him. But I know I couldn't hear the corner.
Let me cook real quick, Miss Nose. And I want y'all know how I do. I cook and I let y'all throw what y'all at me to see if I was, you know, I respect everybody's opinion. That was the easiest night to give instructions. It really was, if you look at it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you ain't dealing with no big tricks. You ain't dealing with no big feints and setups or feint walk off. You ain't dealing with a guy setting, oh, yeah, I'm going to rock him to sleep with this. Rock him to sleep. Rock, boom. He even hurt Devin with a brick. Devin wasn't even expecting a brick. When he threw the hook and he landed on his butt, that knocked down. When he landed on his butt, it was a brick first in the clinch. Caught him pulling out with the brick hook. This the thing. If Devin was my fighter, and I was telling somebody else, and my uncle saying the same thing, you sit his ass on that stool, get the ice on him. Hey, you just put the ice on him. Look, you all right? Look. Let me know you see everything good. Yeah, cool. He's going to respond to you, yes, whatever, cool. Look, these next 2 rounds, run.
Not run.
I need you to run. These next 2 rounds. Because if you know your son, like what happened with me, my legs recovered quick, but when I got up, my left leg did this for a second before I started bouncing and everything. And me being in shape, I survived it. But my leg did this, and Dad said, I knew your legs were okay after I saw you move around the ring when y'all went back. He said, but this round, move. We don't need to turn this into, because Devin made the same mistake that Mr. Ray did with the ring. He turned it into a street fight when he kind of didn't need to at a certain point. All he needed, I'm telling, hey, this next 2 rounds, all I need is 2 rounds. Move. Because you already know he's gonna have trouble following you. Just move. Keep the jab in his face, change the level on the jab, all right? Then once he come back, I'm telling him, look, the hook is coming. You know the hook is coming. All right? I want you to keep going to your right all night. Because you know he's going to throw it. We know he ain't got a brick. We know that we got to stay alert of the brick, though. But his main thing is his hook. Just give it to him. Walk, but keep everything. Hold the tone. Don't hold your glove like this. I need you to open that glove up so you can protect your temple, too. And step, every time you throw it, I want you to dip under. When you dip under, just like how he chased you and you dipped and turned him, I need you to do the same thing. But this time, roll under, put your left hand on his shoulder and plant him there. Drop the brick, drop the hook, because it's going to be there. And when he go forward and he do this, don't sit there and do all of this bull jump to his rear. You're not doing anything. Stop. Step over, pivot, and shovel hook. Don't throw no regular hook because his head is hit. Lift his whole. I want you to, man, put your whole face through it. Put your whole fist through his face. Shovel and come all the way down on him. Just throw a light shovel hook up and then drop on him the whole time. And remember, when he throws his hook, when he hurts you, even when he don't hurt you, he's shooting everything he got. He's throwing all bricks. He throws a big brick. And he could have stopped Devin. But he don't even know how to finish his guy. He just throw all this. Just throw it. 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 Just throw it fast. Just throw it fast. Instead of, oh, I got you hurt now. Oh, you scared of my speed and power, huh? No. Brick. Boom. Boom. Like, really pick it. Man, look. He gonna get tired. Every time he get tired when he do that, guess what he do? He running. Yup, he runs. He starts running from you. So when he starts running from you, start changing the levels on the jab. Make him look up top and stab him with everything you got down here. Don't let him get his win back. We're going to make him, if he really been drinking, we about to find out by round 8. We're going to find out if he really been partying over some bull. Because he ain't got nothing. When you sit there and stab, because he going to run again. And he just saving up energy like it's fight night for his stamina to go up, to throw more bricks. Keep stabbing him to the body. And when we start getting around to do this, and pulling his body away, or pulling his hand down, we're going to come up top with the same hook you buzzed them with early on, all right? That's what we need to do, all right? Just breathe, get through these first 2 rounds. That's all I need you to do.
Let me see.
And I just don't understand for the life of me. A fight like that, when you got a guy like Ryan is so dangerous because he has a whipping hook that if you try to throw it, it's like my Godbrother's hook, the Russell's hook, and the Ryan Garcia hook. You can hurt your shoulder throwing that hook like that. But the way he throw it, only he can do it, and he gets away with it, and it's beautiful when it lands. But just turn him. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah. So peep this. I just went to copy box because I wanted to look at the numbers because I really didn't recall Haney going to the body as much. Like I felt like we saw him training exactly what you were saying, going to the body, digging to the body, throwing combinations, but he only landed 35 the entire fight. The entire night. He only landed 35 body shots.
Hey, Miss, wait. Did this count as one of the 35?
Oh, you said what?
Did this count as one of the 35, Miss Lowe?
No, that was about 7 of them.
So he landed 16 jabs to the body.
When he was doing that shit was making me mad. I'm like, you're not stepping around him at all. Like, you're not trying to turn him, nothing. Like, you just standing there throwing them weak ass shots to the body. It was making me so mad, bro. I'm like, yeah.
16 jabs to the body and 19 power punches to the body. That's it. And again, we talk about, like, let's look at, Haney's biggest weapon coming in was the jab. And he threw the most jabs in the second round.
And
that was it. First, second, and fourth rounds. After that, the jab went down significantly. Like, I'm talking about significantly. You said what?
Devin didn't get him no different looks either. It was like not enough level changing, not enough. He wasn't stepping around enough. It was just like he was right there too much. doing the same thing. He was trying to, even when he was trying to evade the hook, he was going down the same way. Ryan started timing that. Even when he started going down, he started to shoot his uppercut down there. It was like he wasn't changing it up. Like Tank was trying to move around him. Tank was giving him different looks. You know,
and in his guard, turning him.
Yeah, he was.
But
I'm used to Ryan being the one who staying the same height majority of the time. Seems like someone's doing that same shit.
Someone kind of described it best, where they said the worst fighter is a hurt fighter. Like when you hurt, you're gonna fight the worst. You're gonna fight your worst game.
Yeah,
he got hurt, so we had the worst Devin Haney all night.
His IQ definitely wasn't, as sharp as
Now, point.
IQ definitely as sharp as usual while he was hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to. I got about 10 more minutes. Then I have to wrap up.
Okay. Miss O, another thing, in my opinion, was Ryan was comfortable.
Oh, very.
Now let's forget about the weight, the antics, whatever. He fought this boy 6 times. I've seen a couple. And there's a certain comfortability. It's just like in-house sparring. First time you spar your teammate, 5th time you spar your teammate, he's like, oh man, But after a certain amount of times you sparring them, y'all got to bring out new tricks because y'all so used to each other. You breathe and do better and all that stuff. And you could see it on Ryan's whole demeanor when he fought. That it was just, I'm fighting one of my own. It was like a spar session. Like, oh yeah, Wednesday we gotta go spar Devin again. Oh, all right. That's how his mentality was. The mistake that Devin made mentally, I never forget my dad told me this story. He said they were at a tournament when he was an amateur, like him, Ray, whatever, all of them. And one of their friends that I won't name was fighting a kid from West Virginia. Because, at the tournaments down our way, Brandon, it's always New York, Jersey, Philly, Delaware, West Virginia, whatever, right? So West Virginia, so he knocked this kid out. Each time he fought this kid from West Virginia, he just beat him bad. Like the first time it was unanimous decision, and every time after that, he beat him worse and worse. It was a knockout, then a bad knockout, then a TKO bad each time. So the next time you was gonna fight him, they were at the weigh-in. Then Dad said when his friend found out he was gonna fight him, he was just as comfortable. Like, oh man, and Dad's looking at the guy shadow box, and he sees his body's gotten bigger, and he sees that his skills as he's watching the shadow box is more put together. And he said, "Hey," well, I'm gonna say his name. He said, "Hey, look, man, Stallings beat him out in their decisions, TKO'd him another time, and knocked him out cold the other 2 times. It's just the same old dude. He said, hey, man, you might have got a little bit better. Just stay on your game. Don't get too comfortable. Still stay on your game." Dad said that dude wound up beating my dad's friend so bad they had to stop it, and his eyes were glassy in the corner. Like, Dad said his eyes were so glassy. And they stopped it. And he said my friend was never the same after that beating he took. And that was an amateur fight.
Yeah.
And, I heard Devin say, he bet everything. I ain't got to go through everything he said. But basically, to me, what I heard was, I just thought it was Ryan again. I mean, of course, we all know Ryan has not gotten as good as the pros he should have. And partly it's his fault. But at the same time, if you know that, you still know one thing for sure. I gotta still watch out for that hook. One thing I definitely gotta watch out for. That's the main thing. If anything else, I ain't worried. Because the boy ain't got a jab. He ain't got a jab. He throw everything at the same speed. He ain't got no body work. He throw his body shots with his body standing up like this and throw a body shot. All right, but I just gotta watch out for that hook. That's all I need to worry about. And it seemed like to me he was so... I've gotten so much better as a pro. He has, and my boxing skills are so superior. He must have also thought He catch me with that hook because he ain't caught me with it in the amateurs.
He definitely and me too. I don't think highly of him as a fighter like that, but he definitely
Who Garcia?
a little bit more than some of those previous fights, especially his patience. It was a little bit of things I felt like he was stuck in his ways. Some shit he got that's never gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he definitely improved in a few ways to win this fight because I just thought he was gonna be a
yeah, he did.
I think yeah, I feel like he gained this fight gave him a lot of confidence. It gave him, to me, his confidence back because I thought he had lost a lot of confidence from Tank, i.e. the shoulder roll that we saw in the Durate fight. Like that's clearly like I'm just instant panic almost reverting to anything, and he almost did it full fledged versus Devin, but I think he gained a lot of confidence from that fight.
I want to know what y'all thought because I felt like I felt like the ref got a lot of criticism.
That was one of the questions. In here.
I definitely felt like he fucked up on both ends with a few things he did, but I felt like a lot of people was like hinting at him helping Haney out. I want to know what y'all take on that was.
I thought, I mean, there were some things that were obvious, like, okay, he was giving Haney a little bit more time. I mean, I can't really speak to if he was actually trying to help Haney out. I think he took a lot of criticism, but as everybody's saying, like, he messed up on both ends.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, but you gotta remember too, like, there are some old adages, like when you're a champion, you gonna get some favors, like they gonna give you some benefit of the doubt. They're gonna say, all right, look, we're not gonna let you just go out because you're a champion, so go ahead. We're gonna give you a benefit of the doubt, let you walk this one in.
Yeah,
I think I must have missed something, man, because I posted that video on my story the other day. And people were like trying to act like it was some type of conspiracy, but I didn't see. I didn't see the dragon the ref did. I seen him look down, get the count, and I seen him start counting. I don't really. Now it was one little pushback that I felt like was unnecessary. He did like create space one time where I was like, maybe that part they talking about, but I didn't see all the help. Just in my opinion.
I think it was people were alluding to the fact that they felt like not necessarily the count was long, but him wiping off his gloves was a little long. And then I think you said that the second pushback, but there was another all the slips that had happened. Which round was that? Was that the 7th round? Where like he kept saying like no slip or like he pushed him down.
One of them.
Oh yeah.
It was one where he caught him, and then Haney was obviously bothered by it. He tried to hold, and then you had Ryan moving back across the lane. Haney was trying to hold him, and then he went down. It's not like he hit him, and then he just went down. He was holding him, trying to, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of seen that same thing when people were saying Mean Machine dropped Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
He clipped him. Crawford tried to hold him. You had Mean Machine kind of wrestling him down, but I don't think Ryan was necessarily wrestling him down. I think him moving back, he just was trying to hold him. Failed, but I didn't see that. I didn't see that as a knockdown. So a lot of people were saying that should have been a knockdown. Obviously, the punch bothered him, but there was a few of them that I just was like, all right, y'all kind of milking it. But I think some of the shots Ryan landed back of the head. You know, it was a forearm.
I can't stand that.
Like y'all see
the forearm. I watched that one. I couldn't really. Like I don't think I watched it, and I didn't think that the forearm was intentional. It like it was a short shot in the
I
inside.
don't think it was intentional either, but it happened. Shit.
I really didn't even see the forearm. Like, did it just graze him, or like he actually like caught him? Because I
No,
thought it was a short shot and like he caught him with it.
I'm glad I thought about this. Another thing with the refs, right? A lot of people complain about him taking a point. Why the fuck would you punch him on a break? What was that?
Oh, that was so stupid.
But you know what?
Like,
Haney was kind of getting away with it a little bit too, and I thought he had learned a little bit from Loma, punching out, punching out the clinch.
It was excessive holding. You had excessive holding from Haney. You had Ryan kind of pulling his neck down. You had rabbit punch from Ryan. Haney was holding a lot, but what the fuck else you gonna do when you literally hurt? Like, what did y'all expect him to do? Like, I mean, it's up to the ref to separate them properly, not to just watch them and then pull them back slow. Like, you know, we see refs all the time break clean. They use strength. It is
stop punching, clean break. Yeah. Now, I want to say this one thing to what you said, bro. I will give Ryan some credit that one thing he did do, and he realized Harvey Dot wasn't saying nothing, so he kept doing it. He remembered what Tank did to him with pinning his glove. And
but
so
Ryan do that. I feel like Ryan do that often.
Ryan do it, but Ryan didn't do it like he did it this weekend. For instance, when he was early in his career, he fought on ESPN and he got hurt by I think it was Jason Velez. He got hurt real early. It was his homecoming fight. And he got hurt and he did this. Now when you do this, you're completely off balance, you get rushed, a brick thrown on you, you're not even hurt, you're on the canvas. But what he did this time was he actually was, can't say solid in his stance, but he didn't do this. He didn't lean back and pull his chin up and do this, like stay away. He actually stayed here and really put his hand here. Now, some of it was a little illegal because you're not supposed to do it with no part of the tape and no part of the lace and no part of the front bar. The bar that be right here for your pick and defense. You're supposed to do this and keep it, but he got away with sometimes doing this. But nonetheless, he did commit to putting his hand on Haney's forehead, and then whenever Haney was about to move his hand to do anything, he would move to whatever hand it was. Whatever hand it was, he went there to touch it, or push it, or move it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I went back and I saw Derrick James did it on the mitts. You know, Derrick James does the little boom, 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 catch, boom, 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 and he pulls you this way. I was like, oh, okay, that came from the repetition of that one mitt work combination.
I definitely noticed that. I definitely noticed Tank was sticking that arm out too, and he was kind of controlling the distance that way as well.
You got that breakdown video we did where we break down the maneuver for real.
Yeah.
Oh, what I did with Franchise? Yeah, man, Franchise. And he did it. Shout out Frankie Scarborough, 7-0 as a pro. And my cousin, Irvin Trey Pound Foods, 7-0 as a pro. What I did, I don't know if you've seen it, Miss Nose, but Brandon came to the gym and, you know, Frankie messing with me. So we both like this, and he wanted to make me big, so I moved his hand out the way, boom, boom, and threw something. I moved it through a jab. He said, how did you do that? And I say, easy. You either hit the bicep, make his hand go up, or Teofimo does that a lot. Or you can sit there and boom, move his hand, boom, boom, drop a brick, or pull in. It's just little ways you can control, move the glove. Or if I want to pin it, as soon as I feel like somebody like Ryan always throw hooks, as soon as I feel any type of movement with that glove, I'm gone. And that's what you saw Tank do. Tank would immediately do this. Oh, and we'll be gone.
Yeah,
like,
he was under that thing too. All right, Shaw. Okay, go ahead. Last thing, and then I'm wrapping it up.
I wanted to know.
No, Mr. Rose, you want to keep having fun on the show.
First of all, we need to start our show on YouTube. That's what me and you need to do. But I wanted to know what y'all think about. Who y'all think Ryan should probably face next, since he going to 147?
Not a
I
damn
hear
soul.
I hear a lot of people saying
Don't say Boots. Don't
Barrios.
do it.
I would love that for Boots. Not for Ryan. I would love that for Boots.
Barrios. Mario Barrios.
Barrios walks through.
Barrios may frustrate him because Barrios is a solid fundamental, like solid fundamental boxer with good in between boxer punch. Where if your fundamentals and your skills aren't on par, he can make you look very bad.
Okay,
Very bad.
If I'm his manager, right, or his promoter, I'm gonna get him, see where he at 47. You know, I'm gonna get him one of those tough guys. But I personally think he's trying to do all big fights at this point. So I can't really see him fighting the guy in his far last, like Roman Villa. I can't see him fighting those guys at this point, but I would personally like to see him fight guys.
Yeah.
Like Rashidi Ellis.
Fight like that. But I just can't doing that.
Speedy would jump all over that.
I think right, like you don't want to give any fighter the advice to chase another fighter, but I do feel like if Ryan goes up to 147, he probably is going to be a little less likely that he gets that rematch with Tank. Because, I mean, if he barely making he can only do 143 now, he goes up to 147 and with all the bad habits that he has right now, go to 147, I think it's going to be hard for him to come back down.
Let me ask y'all this. Who y'all think he beats at 147?
He could maybe beat Barrios. I don't see Ugas fighting him. I think Ugas is going to take, go off in the sunset, which he should, because he's had a beautiful career since the amateurs. I can see him fighting Villa, but Villa may be too strong because that would be something. Because if he fights Villa might not go down. You know how much work Boots had to do to get that Bama to stay on the ground? All that work Boots was in. Tajik Boots was doing everything to keep that Bama on. He had to really land a lot of shots.
In my opinion, that'd be a good win for him. But I think a lot of people will overlook that. But
all right.
I think that
Hayes Love 76.
Dang, Box Route already got him at 147. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. I honestly,
and they got him ranked up number 3. That's crazy.
I think I would like
Brian
to
Garcia
try to win a few more belts at 40 and then try to get the rematch. But I think
he can't make weight.
I think he could definitely beat Devin at 147. But I just don't really know who else, honestly, that he can. I don't see Spence going back to 47 for one. I don't see him beating Spence. Damn sure don't see him beating
got Alexis Rocha. You got him. Alexis Rocha just lost to Santiago.
But he got bounced back.
Yeah, Santiago.
But they were the same company, so that's a possibility.
Yeah.
They were the same company.
I'll say this about Barrios, because Barrios will be a good fight where I think he could pick where he ain't in so much danger with the punch. But you still got to be alert with Barrios. But I'll say this. I never forget.
Barrios do got power, though.
If Barrios
he does.
can hurt Keith Thurman, he can hurt Ryan.
I'm going to tell y'all what was told to me. When Tank came home, I could actually say it was the actual people who said it was Tank. Tank came home. It was after that fight. I'm talking to Coach Calvin, Coach King, and a really good member of the money team named Donald Curry. Derek Curry, he played ball with Lim Bias and everything. So, and he's one of the guys that's the big guys from the money team that is the staple here. And I said, be honest with me. Thank God that he had Michael Fox in his camp to help him get ready for Barrios. He said, and I said, thank God the Tank wasn't, we heard the stories of Tank partying sometimes, but he was 100% on it, and his weight was on it for that fight. And I never forget what everybody from that team said. Man, Mario Barrios would have fought anybody else that night. He wins. He said, that Bama can fight.
I think he's still. I think if Barrios was at 140 right now, that Barrios clears out 140.
Nah, I don't think so. Cause he struggled. I forgot the dude's name. He struggled with a dude right before that fight.
Oh, the dude that Matthias, I think it's the guy that Matthias beat. I think it's him. Oh man, I gotta go look. Because they fought here at George Mason. They fought at George Mason. Because that's when Mario's jaw was swollen up. I know what fight you talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what fight you talking about.
All right, guys.
That was a long night.
All right. I got.
Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow.
She got to go. But I could.
I know.
Really get into that.
Yeah, I gotta go. I appreciate y'all coming on, joining me as always. JR, I guess Tuesdays is a better day for you than Wednesday. Somehow my schedule got a little mixed up and I thought today was Wednesday. But we will, I don't know if I'm gonna come back on tomorrow, given that I did today and I did the full 2 hours. I'll let y'all know though. Thrill, if you're trying to do something, let me know tomorrow.
I'm gonna start going live.
Okay. Tomorrow I get off at 8. So if you're on at 8, I could rush home by 8:15, 30.
You gotta rush home. Usually I'm on at 7. Usually Wednesdays we've been going 7 to 9. And today we pretty much went 7 to 9. So
it's 8:56 where y'all at, right?
Yeah.
It's 5:56 here, so I'll be on a whole nother time half the time when y'all but yeah, I gotta start figuring out a schedule. I'm gonna start going live on my YouTube. So yeah.
All right, got it. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow and I'll actually have I have a lineup of stuff to talk about. Now that we didn't talk about Ryan, hopefully we off that tomorrow. We can talk about some other stuff, some undercards, some more news. So I'm gonna go live tomorrow. More than likely. I'll let y'all know though. I'll give y'all a heads up.
Too easy.
Okay.
As always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you catch us tomorrow. Stay updated, as well as every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, although today is Tuesday. I know today is Tuesday. All right, y'all be safe.
See you guys.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk Boxing with Jasmine K. I appreciate it, as always, for those who tuned in live for this, and definitely for everybody that is watching this on the replay. If you liked what we talked about, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with somebody else. Be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. We'll have a whole lineup of things to talk about. Boxing is on fire right now. We are getting some of the better matchups. Continuing from last year. So I'm excited. We got Canelo coming up. We just got the undercard and the official fight for Terrence Crawford coming back. So it's a lot of stuff that's coming up. We got Matias going up against Liam Paro. A lot of big fights. Isaac Cruz and more. So be sure to tune in live Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with your girl Jasmine K. I usually go live on Instagram as well. So whichever one is accessible to you guys, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Agent J Knows. And if you aren't subscribed by now, what are you doing? Hit the notification button so that you know when I'm live next time. And please, please, please subscribe and share. Thank y'all again. Y'all stay safe out there. And until next time.